Hello and welcome back to my Pokémon LeafGreen Wedlocke. In the last episode, well, we took down Team Rocket in Silphco. We went over to the fighting dojo, got ourselves a Hitmonchan. And then off-screen before this episode, I went off and did a little bit of training in preparation for Sabrina's gym. I raised my Pokemon up a couple levels, mainly just to have them as backup. Also, I trained against some of the trainers on, I think, Route 11 and Route 12. I didn't pick up any encounters. I'm sorry, not Route 11 and Route 12. Route 12 and Route 13, I believe. I didn't pick up any new encounters, but I battled some of the trainers there, mostly to get money. The reason being, I wanted to get Shadow Ball at the game corner, so I needed some money to change in for coins. So Shadow Ball, I think, is going to be a much better fit on Sylvester than, well, he has Bite and he had Feint Attack before, because in this generation, Ghost is a physical type attack. Like, all Ghost attacks are physical. And considering that Sylvester's attack is a good amount better than his special attack, and also that the majority of Psychic types that I'll find in the gym will have higher special defense than physical defense, I think Shadow Ball will be a pretty good fit. So we're gonna get started here. Let's talk to this guy. Psychic power instead of force. Fighting Pokemon are especially weak against Psychic Pokemon. They'll get destroyed before they can even aim a punch. Yeah, so there's another thing too, because Poison types are weak to Psychic Pokemon. And of course, if something happens to Sylvester, Buttercup's gonna be in big trouble. And looking at Sabrina's team, Sylvester should be able to take on everything pretty easily with Shadow Ball and Bite if necessary, except for one, because Sabrina has a Venomoth, for some strange reason. I mean, it knows Psychic attacks, but yeah, has a Venomoth. Bug and Poison type, so I don't really have anything in this pair that will be super effective against it. When I was thinking about it, I could have used Jim, because I could have given Shadow Ball to Jim. I could have used Jim in this gym, except for the fact that he's already over the level limit, so I really don't want to just use Jim all the time. Okay, so I'm going to test out on this Slowpoke. I used Shadow Ball, that was a one-shot. Let's see how much Bite does. Almost a one-shot, but not quite. But it did flinch, which is nice. So yeah, I'm gonna be better off using Shadow Ball most of the time. Sylvester might reach level 43, or maybe level 44 before I get to Sabrina. I don't think it's likely, but in the event that he does, it's okay, because I'm going into the gym a couple levels under the limit. So I'll be alright. It's not really a hard level limit, it's more like... it's like a guideline. Just to make sure I don't totally overlevel everything. Alright. Let's see, I want to go this way next, I think. Alright, let's fight this guy. Power alone isn't enough to win in the world of Pokemon. Maybe, but it seems to be sufficient 90% of the time. Alright, Mr. Mime. We're gonna do Shadow Ball. And Kadabra. Shadow Ball should be no problem for Kadabra. For taking out Kadabra, that is. Kadabra's physical defense is pretty low, from what I remember. Its special defense is decent, I think, but its physical defense is pretty low. Of course, back in Generation 1, when the special stat was... like, special attack and special defense were just one stat, the special stat, Pokemon like Kadabra, who were... powerful special attackers were also special defensive walls because, obviously, having high special attack, you also had high special defense. Does it scare me? Well, not really. Maybe? I mean, it's unseen power. I haven't seen it yet, so I guess it doesn't scare me. Now, I think I'll definitely have to go back and heal before I take on Sabrina, just because I'm going to need to restore some PP for Sylvester. I'll try to make it not more than one trip, though, so let's use some bite attacks on the lower level Pokemon, just to conserve a little bit. Alright, level 42. Fury Swipes. I could replace Payday with that. I don't know. Or I could replace Screech with it. I like Screech. I mean, it's potentially useful, but I don't think it'll be useful in this gym. Because I don't want to waste any turns. It's also not that accurate. It's only a little more accurate than Fury Swipes. You know what? I think I'll just replace Screech with Fury Swipes. Not very strategic here, just going for a bunch of attacking moves to give me a lot of options. Alright. Mr. Mime. So yeah, I'm thinking we're about halfway through the trainers and in this gym, and I'm already at level 42, so Sylvester might overshoot the level limit. Like I said, doesn't matter. Even if I'm like one level, maybe 2 levels over her highest level Pokemon, it's not gonna be... It's not like I'm gonna be going in with this huge advantage. Let's see, I've already been in this room, right? Yep. Let's move on. Let's fight them all, though, because I kind of do want Sylvester to be as high of a level as possible. Like, as long as I can stay within my level limit, it's nice to get as much of an advantage as I can without being exorbitant. And really, once he reaches level 43, I can, even if I were staying within a strict level limit, I could keep using him in battle until he's about to reach level 44. So yeah, there's also channelers in here who use ghost types. Oops. For some reason. I mean, ghost Pokemon can use psychic attacks, but it's strange because, you know, they're in a psychic gym and all that. Pokemon take on the appearance of their trainers. Your Pokemon must be tough then. I guess I look tough. Well, then your Pokemon must look like wide-eyed mediums. I don't know. Let's Shadow Ball again. I knew it. Okay. Yeah. Must master Psychic and teach it to your Pokemon. I'm pretty sure there's a TM for that. Just like there's an app for that. Anyway. Okay, I think I'm not quite where I thought I was gonna be. But I'm trying to do it so that I battle all the trainers before getting to Sabrina. I think after this one there's just one more trainer, so we're almost done. Okay, so I'm a little mixed up now with the warp tiles, but let me see if this takes me where I want to go. I think this is it. Let's see. Yep, haven't been here yet. Well, yes, I do want to see Sabrina. I mean, isn't that why people would come into this gym in the first place? Correct me if I'm wrong there. Got a slow, bro. Withdraw, raise your defense. Thinking Bite. Bite probably won't be any better than Shadow Ball in this instance, but oh well, let's try it anyway. Maybe I can get the flinch. Leaves it with like 1 hit point, and might as well use Payday, get a little money. So that headbutt didn't do very much, which is good. Arrgh. Alright. So now, if my calculations are correct, that was the last one, and this should be... Yep, okay, so here's Sabrina, but like I said, I need to go back and heal and restore the PP for Shadow Ball, and for Bite too. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we're ready to take on Sabrina. Let's take a quick look at my team again, because I had forgotten that I actually gave Sylvester the black glasses, which does slightly increase the amount of damage done by dark-type attacks. But based on my experience with the other trainers in the gym, I think Shadow Ball is still my best bet. Just, it has higher base power, my physical attack is higher, more likely my opponent's defense is going to be lower. But yeah, we'll see what we can do here. My only concern really is that Venomoth, so... we'll see. I had a vision of your arrival. I have had psychic powers since I was a child. It started with a spoon I carelessly tossed, bent. I dislike battling, but if you wish, I will show you my powers. Here we go! It's Sabrina! Psychic-type Pokemon. Okay, first up, Kadabra, level 38. Let's see how this Shadow Ball does. I'm expecting it to do a pretty good amount. Not sure if it'll one-shot. If it does, that's a very good sign. Okay, good. Let's see, who's she gonna go with next? Mr. Mime. Okay, shouldn't be a problem. Mr. Mime might be a little more physically defensive, but I still think Shadow Ball is more likely to do more, so let's give it a shot. And a one-shot. Okay, very good. So that just leaves her 2 main threats, her Venomoth and her Alakazam. And she is gonna go with Venomoth next. I don't really have any better options for switching out, but... now the question is, do I bite and hope for a flinch? Or use Shadow Ball again? I think what I could do, because I think Venomoth might have higher special defense than defense also. I'll go for the Shadow Ball. There's a chance, even though Shadow Ball is physical, that I can get a special defense drop, in which case then Bite would do more. So I'll give it a try. I don't know, let's hope for the best. Alright, not bad, but let's see how much this Psybeam does. This is where there could be trouble. Okay, not bad, but I did get confused. I think it would be for the best if I used a full heal. Somewhere down here. There we go. I need to organize these items one of these days. Alright, another Psybeam. I think I can use... well, I can last one more turn like that just fine. Let's see how much Bite does, just for a direct comparison, since Shadow Ball won't knock it out anyway. Okay, not bad. Didn't get the flinch. I'm gonna go with Shadow Ball. Oh, Hyper Potion. I guess that was my chance to heal too, though, wasn't it? That's okay, though. That might have been her only item. Better that she wasted on Venomoth than Alakazam, I guess. Don't want to waste all my Shadow Balls, though. Okay, got it down pretty low. It's gonna use another Psybeam. I think this would be a good time to heal. Yeah. I don't think I have any full restores with me by oh, I do have one. Well, now's as good a time as any to use it. And she has another Hyper Potion. Okay, so that was a good move on my part. Alright. Let's save some of those Shadow Balls and go to Bite. Wonder if Fury Swipes would be better. It really depends on how many times it hits. I'm gonna go with another bite. Still no flinch, though. That kind of stinks. Alright, let's see if a Shadow Ball can take it out now. Now the question is, can I survive a hit from Alakazam if I don't one-shot it with Shadow Ball? Well, let's see. It's at he's at level 34 now. Or 44, excuse me. I mean, really, I don't know, his special defense isn't awful. At least not compared to his other stats. So, let's go for it. If I use up a turn to heal, it probably will just hurt me more in the long run. So just go right for the Shadow Ball. Level 43, much more formidable than the others. And, wow, Alakazam's defense, not that great. So that was a good choice there, putting Shadow Ball on Sylvester. This loss shocks me, but a loss is a loss. I admit I didn't work hard enough to win. Your victory has earned you the Marsh Badge. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I don't have to worry about traded Pokemon, sorry. TM04, which is Calm Mind, I believe? Ooh, everyone has Psychic Power. So you're not even going to tell me about the TM. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Calm Mind. Let's see. Yep. I don't think I want to use it just yet. Yeah, especially since no one on my team can learn it. But, yeah, I don't really... I want to save as many TMs as I can, the ones that are single-use TMs. Mainly because I want to wait, like, in case my team changes between now and when I'm about to face the Elite Four. I want to have the chance to teach whatever team I take on with the Elite Four. I want to have the most options available with moves to teach them. Okay. So basically now I'm almost to the point where I'm at the point in the game where I need Surf to progress. I'm still not totally sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have to make a substitute. I mean, the Wedlocke rules as established by Maryland are that you can, once you have your team of 3 pairs, you can never switch out or make substitutions. But he made an exception, I think, in situations where you need an HM move. However, I don't know that this situation has ever come up. I don't think it ever came up in one of his playthroughs, where this area of the game coming up with Surf is pretty extensive. It's at least 2 routes and the Seafoam Islands. Now, I think going through most of the Seafoam Islands, you don't have to go through most of the Seafoam Islands to make it through the game. Like, you don't have to explore a lot of the Seafoam Islands. What am I doing? You don't have to make it all the way through the Seafoam Islands in order to progress through the game, but still, you have to get to the entrance and the exit of Seafoam Islands, and to do that, you need Surf. So, yeah. But anyway, there's a big section of the game. But I guess what I could do, I'll just, like, whatever Pokemon I deposit, I just won't use that pair in battle. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I have a little bit of other stuff I can do to finish off this episode. As you can see, I'm on Route 12 right now. I already got an encounter on Route 12. I believe that was, Pearl, the Krabby. But there's still routes 13, 14, and 15 where I can get some encounters. And you know, I always like having more opportunities to catch things. Alright, so this is still Route 12. Route 12 is pretty long. But yeah, I'll do this and then end off the episode. And I'll cross that other bridge, figuratively speaking, when we get to it. So let's check out the grass there. I'm not sure what new encounters I can possibly get here. Because I think the encounters on Route 13, 14, and 15 are pretty similar, if I remember correctly. But let's take a look. Oh yeah, I have a Super Fang on Fievel, which he learned when I was leveling him up a little bit. Which, Super Fang always does half of the Pokemon's remaining HP. So that's a good way to weaken these Pokemon pretty significantly, but knowing that I won't knock them out. So let's see if I can find any new encounters. So far it's 2 Bellsprout. trying to think. I think that both the Nidoran families can be found on these routes. But we'll see. Pidgey. I might skip ahead or speed up if this gets too long, but we'll see. Ooh, a Venonat. Alright, that works. I don't think I've ever used a Venonat, like, on a team, on my team, like, really raised one before. It would be interesting to try out. Alright. Probably one of the more useful. Let's try a Pokeball, and if that doesn't work, I'll try a Great Ball. Maybe one of the more useful late-game bugs in the game. Alright, going straight to the Great Ball this time. What do I name him, though, if I can catch him? And I did catch him. Alright. Here comes my favorite part, coming up with a name. Oh, let's see. Lives in the shadows of tall trees where it eats bugs. But you are a bug, aren't you? Cannibal. Is attracted by light at night. Oh, well, I've got one. This would actually be a more appropriate name for a Scyther, but since I can't even catch a Scyther in LeafGreen, well, here you go. Those of you who are familiar with the Space Ghost cartoons will understand this reference. Zorak. It's an alien mantis thing. Yeah. He's pretty cool. The actual original Space Ghost cartoons were a bit before my time. Oh, forgot this trainer. I was gonna say, I thought I fought all the trainers on this route. I need to look up what my new level limit is, by the way. But anyway, I didn't watch the original Space Ghost cartoons. They were a bit before my time. I watched a little bit of the, like, little talk show Space Ghost Coast to Coast. But really what I remember Space Ghost and Zorak and the other one, Brack, the most from was from Cartoon Planet, which, if you've never seen Cartoon Planet, I'm not even sure how I can describe it to you. It's just this assortment of little skits that these three characters do, sometimes with musical numbers thrown in, and they even like came out with CDs of songs and stuff. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I really don't know how I could really describe it to you and give you a good sense of what it's like. You just have to Google it or something. Look it up. It's stupid, but it's fun. It's stupid fun, and sometimes you just need a little stupid fun. Alright, so, now that I got this bird keeper out of the way, I think I fought the rest of the trainers on Route 13. I'm pretty sure. Routes 14 and 15, well, maybe I don't know if I got everybody on, or fought everybody on Route 14. But, oh no, I don't think I fought those guys up there. Well, who do I want to put up front? Well, these guys are all bikers. Seems totally appropriate that I can bring Jim back up front, especially now since my level limit is raised, whatever it is. I know I can battle with him a few more times. Wide open spaces. I don't even know if I know what song that is, I just know that there's a line, wide open spaces. Alright, level 29 coughing. Jim, you can beat one of these in your sleep. In fact, you can beat one of these without putting him to sleep, because Psybeam will do plenty. Man, so far, Jim MVP of this entire Wedlocke. Let's not get cocky, though. Let's try to put him to sleep anyway. Alright. Dream Eater. Yeah, not quite enough. So, I'm okay that I put him to sleep. Now let's finish him off with a Psybeam. Alright. Wipeout! Yeah, you weren't even surfing. That's a surfing reference. Rumble. What are we, in the 1950s? Were we in West Side Story or something? I'm just snapping. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. That's what it made me think of. Or, what was that book? There was a book I read in like the 8th grade called The Outsiders. And it was kind of like, it had similar characters to West Side Story, but a little, set a little closer to present day, I think, and not without the whimsical song numbers or whatever, but it was a similar kind of thing, and there's like these teen gangs, and they had rumbles where they fought each other. Yeah. Shut up in battle. You went over and started talking to me, so if anyone needs to shut up, it's you. Either that or you just really weren't enjoying my commentary. I'm sorry, do you not like musicals or fine literature? Well, that's your problem. Okay, another Grimer. You know what? Let's have Sarah have a go at it. Sarah can take on poison types pretty much as well as Jim can. The only reason she can't take on coughing is because they have levitate. Even then, though, she can take them on pretty decently, just not with super effective attacks. Alright, is this dig gonna hit? Yes, it is. Good. And if it didn't, I at least have Swift. Coughing. Well, these are pretty low leveled. I'm not too afraid of these guys, so I'll try Slash or Rock Slide. I think Rock Slide is a little more powerful. And I got the flinch, which is nice, so a Slash should finish it off. Good job, Sarah. Alright. Biker Isaac. Do you just say, what, you, like, question mark, like, do you recognize me? Like, has word come around from Cycling Road from all the bikers? Alright, let's see. This is Route 14. Let's see if I can get a new encounter. Pidgeotto. Unfortunately, I already had Tweety, so no. Oh, I do want to switch to Fievel in front, though. Because even though I can put stuff to sleep with Jim, I think having their HP with Super Fang is a slightly better strategy. Pidgey? Nope. I'm pretty sure the ones that I can catch would be like one of the Nidoran family, or maybe a Paris I can find? Weeping Bell? Nope. Already got Buttercup. The Victory Bell. Okay, I might just speed up. Unless it's the very next encounter. Alright, here we go, a Ditto. Wait a minute. That doesn't count either. Sorry. Ditto is genderless. And yeah, Gender Claws. I cannot catch any genderless Pokemon. Yeah. So, after looking for several encounters, I'm gonna have to look it up later, but I don't know if there's anything new I can get here, you know, besides Ditto, which doesn't count. So I'm gonna skip this for now, go on to Route 15. Don't want to fight that guy just yet. I'm not sure if there's any way I can catch on Route 15. I am pretty certain, though, that the Nidoran family are on this route. So we'll see. Okay, so I did a quick little lookup thing, and yeah, it turns out there is nothing new I can get on Route 15. I don't think Route 14 either. I was really thinking that I could get the Nidoran family on this route, but apparently that's just in gold, silver, crystal, heart gold, soul silver, so generation 2 and 4. Yeah, oh well. I guess that does it. I might do a little more training up here, but that's gonna do it for this episode, and when we get back for the next episode, we're gonna, figure out my surfing situation there. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of my Pokemon LeafGreen Wedlocke.